Living the dream.
Oh, I'm a tight swinger, mate.
And he gets to see my face every week, so I mean, how lucky is he? Absolute professionals at this. We do put it on YouTube.
I'm genuinely impressed, mate. Genuinely impressed.
Edit that. We'll cut that bit out.
Good evening, Andy.
Good morning, Andy.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day. Good day, mate. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I am very good. Good week. Nice and steady. How are you?
We're very robotic
What was that? Sorry.
for this.
I'm just going to turn that telly off.
Be distracted from it.
Because I'm still watching football.
Where are we at? Season 2, episode 63.
Ooh, getting close to that season break.
Season 3 coming up soon. Ooh. Big things planned for season 3.
Yeah. Said that about season 2.
Yeah.
No change.
Yeah, that's a fair point. What have you been up to?
I've had a steady old good week. So, first things first, just need to talk about my Sunday afternoon adventure.
Sunday afternoon?
Sunday day adventure.
Oh,
I went on a treasure hunt yesterday.
Not a bear hunt?
No,
a treasure
hunt.
And did you find some treasure?
No.
Oh, she just went on a hunt.
Yeah, but it was around York.
Okay.
Around the city of York. So we've got you to thank for this.
My fault.
Yeah, you bought me this last Christmas for the Christmas present.
Yeah.
And we've been meaning to do it, and then we just thought, right, let's do it, because I think you could get 192 different treasure hunts they could choose from, and we chose the one in York, and it was good.
I was going to say, and it was gash.
No, it was good. It took us about 3 hours, maybe. It was a nice steady walk. I saw parts of York. I mean, I love York. I love walking around York. But I saw parts of York where I think, you know what, I don't think I'd have seen York if I hadn't done that. So I've been to the Abbey and stuff like that. Is it Minster, York Minster?
Yeah.
But then was actually looking round York Minster properly. I didn't realise the statue of the Queen there. I didn't realise Guy Fawkes was baptised at the Abbey next to it, the little church there. Proper learned some facts. Because like everything you did, I had a question. So there was a picture question, which you had to find these different things around the town. So as you're walking around doing your normal quiz, there's things you have to do. So right, no, you're on that. You've got to try and see if you can see these 10 different landmarks, whatever. And like one of them was like a picture of a clock. But then trying to figure out where that clock actually belonged in the town and stuff like that. One was a sundial and stuff, which was on the side of the Abbey, which is brilliant. I mean, one of them, we'd have completely missed it, but for nowhere. It was like, hey, look, that's there. And I was like, even when they said it's there, I was like, what's there? I couldn't figure out what it was. But so good on him. So we only missed one of the picture quiz, which is pretty good.
Is that why you didn't get no treasure?
Yeah, couldn't find that bugger. So then there was one for kids where it's just straightforward, and it's like, who was beheaded here in whatever year. So what you're looking for is some sort of information. So there's plaques on walls, there's things on the floors, there's shops and stuff. Whereas the adult one was really cryptic, and it was
too hard for you. Did you do the kids one?
That's where we struggled. It was so hers was who was beheaded here in whatever year. Mine was they lost the head on this road. Do you know why? I mean, it was a bit more cryptic than that. I can't remember what it was.
That is pretty cryptic.
So yeah, it was really good.
So was you sort of guided places? You didn't just land in the middle and go, where do we go from here?
No, so pretty much you started at Castle Howard, and the first clue was at Castle Howard. It said go around to somebody's point. It's like a monument, that thing, and then it asks you questions about them. So and then pretty much then it says now walk through the car park and down Thingy Street. Yeah, and as you're walking down, they're in like order. So if you come to an answer, and you've got 3 chances in that section, and you've done 1, 3, you know you've missed something, so you have to go back to find 2, because they actually did run in order. We figured that out. One of them, we did like 1, 3, and then was like, now turn left, and was like, So then we sort of got the gist that actually, if we're passing, because it happened twice, we would get another answer and go, all right, hang on, we've gone past, so back up the street we go, sort of thing.
Oh, nice.
And what I will say is it's still in date. So one of them was about some faces. I don't know if I've seen these faces before when I've been in York. So above TK Maxx, there's like some weird jester faces.
Okay, yeah.
But it says, what's the name of the store? Now, TK Maxx is gone now.
Right.
But and we know it's like a TK Maxx. But what helped was Ava's said, how many faces above TK Maxx, and mine was what the faces are staring down at you, sort of thing. So like sometimes my clues were her answers and her answers had my clues and vice versa. Not all of them, because there was only a few that was like that. Really good. And then the other one was so you had the picture quiz, you had the kids basic quiz, so the kids could do, and then there was the adults cryptic one, and then the fourth one that you get with it is pubs, but they're anagrams. So as you're going round, so this was Amy's job. So as you're going round, you see a pub, you look at it and think, right, say it's called like the last. I think it was called the Last Tavern Inn or something like that, and it was the last place to get a drop or something like that, and it was the Last Tavern Inn. Do you know what I mean? Really good.
The crotchless piper.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, nice.
But we didn't do very well on the pub one because
Amy was in charge of that.
No, but there was no order to them as well. Yeah, so everything else had sort of order in it. So so we was thinking like, oh, if we see this pub, oh, we've missed him, if that makes sense. Then we got to end, and like the second one was a pub that we saw right at the end. So it was like, oh Christ, it's very good.
I mean, that's good as well. Isn't it? You spend a good few hours there, doing it.
But like I said, I've been to York so many times, and I'm bad for. It's got so much culture.
Yeah.
Whereas this actually made me look up. I was looking at buildings. I was looking. At one point, I said to him, "It's all kids' hands because it's really busy." It was down like I can't think what it's called. Like, I want to say Piccadilly or it's something. Alley.
Not Shambles and that.
Like down Shambles. So we're down Shambles. Bodies everywhere. And I'm like, what's going on? Looking around because obviously everything's overhanging each other. Really
You're that person that just stands in streets gawping at stuff.
Well, we did that 3 times. There was one point where we're like, Steph. So I stood there looking at this thing and people trying to get left and right at me. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I was reading this. Do you know what I mean? I had to ask a lady to move out of the way because she stood like leaning up against a sign that was behind her. I thought, oh, can I just read that? So you move out of the way. And then I think it had nothing to do with it because like just because there were signs everywhere doesn't mean that sign belongs to you. If that makes sense. That was when I had to go back to find out some signs.
You was that guy.
Yeah. And Noah pulled the picture out, so there was meant to be this like piper on top of a clock, and all I could see was a piper. And Noah was like, "It's gone." Like, what do you mean it's gone? He's like, "Well, that's where the piper should be stood on top of that plinth." And was like, "You're right, mate." But then next to it, there's like a sign that said, "Piper being sent away for restoration."
Oh, nice. Glad you enjoyed it, mate.
Really, so thank you very much for that, mate.
No worries.
Appreciated.
Good.
And we've got the printouts I'll give you so you can do it yourself now.
Awesome, yeah.
So that's the thing I'm going to say. Or
now.
anybody who lives in York area that listens to podcasts, give me a shout and I'll give you the treasure if you want to spend a 3-hour afternoon walking around York.
Yeah.
Just make sure the right frame of mind to do it.
And remember that the Pied Piper's not there. Have you given all the clues away though now?
No, because I've not actually said anything ever that's to do. Because I didn't tell you who lost the head on the road.
No.
And I didn't tell you
how
many faces were looking down at you.
All 4 of them.
Max. More than that, mate.
5.
More.
6.
Keep going down more.
7.
I'm telling you.
8.
9.
10. We can count.
Yeah, boy. So how's your week been, mate?
It's been all right. I started Christmas shopping. I know, but
the amount of people that put the Christmas trees up yet.
Yeah.
Do you know if I'd have walked in here now and your tree was up, I'd have pulled it over, I think.
No, Saturday. It's going to go up Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, mine's this weekend. 'Cause it's always the first weekend of December.
Well, it has fallen because it's just when kids are here.
Right.
Just doesn't seem right.
So if your kids was here this weekend, it'd have been up this weekend, would it?
No, I would have pushed it back another week.
Oh yeah.
I would have gone into December. You can't put your tree up in November.
For me, it's always been the first weekend in December that I put it up.
Comes down day after Boxing Day.
Yeah, to be fair, mine lasts much more.
It's one of them things. I know I'm a bit of a bar humbug, but Christmas is done for me at that time. Let's just get it down. People are going back to work, and it seems weird having your tree up. I know there's supposed to be these 12 days afterwards. 12 days afterwards, kids are back at school. If kids are back at school and you've still got your tree up, weird.
Always.
Weird.
So what else have you done this week?
That's about it. Just a nice steady week. Not done a lot. I did. Went out on Saturday.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah. Okay, invite again.
Went out with boys for an Indian. Yeah, it was nice. Always nice to catch up with people.
Still with Black Hawk.
Trying to sell them podcast.
Are they listening?
They'll all be listening. Yeah.
I hope so.
Absolutely. But do you know what else has happened this week?
Go on. We have another sponsor.
We've got another sponsor. Of course we have.
Boys.
These sponsors are coming in thick and fast.
God, man.
Big time, thick and fast. So
Good you don't have to write these every week. Bloody hell,
it'd be time consuming, wouldn't it? If I
did, time.
Luckily, they send what they want me to read out. So this is the Foreskin Beauty Salon. The one-stop shop for skin rejuvenation. If you want your big fat sucking, or you want your awkward hair removing, we have you covered. If it's your hands, we can nail you. If you want to look younger, we can give you a facial. Whatever it is you are looking for to feel better in the skin you live in, we are here to help. It's all about your skin at Foreskin. 10% deals at the checkout.
Literally this week.
It's nice to get another sponsor, though, isn't it?
That's brilliant, yeah.
Good ones, I think.
Oh, fantastic.
I think they're good, yeah. When, if you're ever looking for any beauty treatments.
Use Foreskin.
Foreskin Beauty Salon. Yeah.
What was if they haven't got the foreskin?
No, it's Foreskin.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just not got the foreskin. How you gonna that?
I don't think they're doing them type of treatments.
Okay.
Moving on. Let's go on to a topic. What we're discussing.
So this week, a good topic. I'm surprised we haven't done this yet. To the point where, are you sure we haven't done this yet?
I don't know.
So
we're just reinventing stuff.
I was going to say, I feel like we might have done this at some point. But anyway.
New listeners.
Welcome. Things that dads should know.
Where are you going with this?
I've gone practical.
Have you?
Yeah.
Go on.
So have you gone different?
I haven't gone practical.
Yeah,
no, I have. No, I think I've met the remit.
So straight off the bat, we're going with tit for tat as normal.
Yep.
You and me.
You're the tit. I'm the tat.
My first one is to have some comprehension of DIY, i.e., able to like put some flat pack or something very basic. I'm not expecting to build something, but you can fix something around the house. Maybe glue, put a screw back into something.
Yeah, it's having an idea how things work, innit? I think.
Well, yes, but I think mechanically fixing something, that's not a dad's job. You either got that skills or not. But like, say, a drawer handle falls off.
Yeah. Put
that back in. Do you know what I mean? That's something every dad should do. Change a light bulb. Them sort of things. So a bit of DIY, but not too complex. They get like I'd even go as part of that DIY bit would be replugging, putting a plug back on.
Yeah, but you can't put plugs back on nowadays, can you? Because they're all like securely done. You don't really get old school plugs.
What you do is cut it and then put your own plug in. Because behind there is the same, isn't it?
Just buy a new telly.
Money bag. Well, because fuse has got a new plug.
Yeah, big time.
Because it's Muppets like you that probably would buy a thing.
Probably.
But anyway, right, go on then. What's yours then?
No matter how tight you put a nappy, shit will always leak out at side. This is something you need to know because you don't want to think, I've got this on wrong. It's just there. You know that it's going to leak. Yeah, don't worry.
I tell you what, all dads should know, if you've got a boy, make sure that tail's poking down when you put that nappy on.
If you felt that.
It's not worse than coming back to bed and going, oh, I didn't put the tail down. He's got off his chest.
Didn't put the tail down.
Put the tail down. Rule 101, make sure that tail's facing down. So, yes, I'm getting the gist. I'm practically at your words of wisdom and life, aren't you? So my next one is, every dad should know how to change a bike wheel or a puncture.
Yeah.
I think that's really important because that's your role when it comes to, Dad, my bike's broken.
Yeah.
Don't worry, son or daughter, I'll fix it.
Don't worry, I'll take it to the shop.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll throw it in canal and we'll buy a new one.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever love as a kid putting a punch repair on and get me glue out, me chalk, me find out when
turning your bike upside down and winding pedal around as fast as you could.
Stopping with bum cheeks. I love that. Go back to episode 2 for that one. I can't what episode it is.
Yeah, that was an early episode, wasn't it?
Mm.
You still got the scar?
Yeah.
Ugh. Keep that to yourself. The best type of contraception is a sleepless night. While you're up in the night, when you've got small children, at that point is when you need to remember, I don't want to do this again. Because it's painful, isn't it?
Yeah, but
that's going to put you off.
Yeah, that's painful, but that pleasure's sometimes outweighs it.
What, the sleepless night?
That relief of the pleasure might just outweigh that.
I don't know. It's like having your fingernails pulled out.
Yeah, we had good sleepers, so we didn't really.
Painful. I mean, part of torture, if you get kidnapped, is keeping you awake.
Yeah, no.
That's the thing.
Screaming babies.
Yeah.
And, you know, the noises, like all the noises that make you shudder.
Yeah.
But anyway, how to tie a knot.
Yeah. Again, I've had times before where, you know, like if you can't shut the boot of your car because you've got something in it and you need to tie up. We've done this a few times, haven't we? We've been out tying stuff around. I'm like, where does it go to? What kind of knot do I need to do? And I'm like you, and I know full well when you do a knot, you just do a knot and then another knot,
yeah.
and then another knot. 3,
we'll do 4 because if one fails, the other 3 are going to all
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's important you know how to tie a knot or how to securely fasten something down.
We've definitely talked about tying ties.
Yeah, which I can do.
You can do, can't you? You're a good lad with that. Yeah. And a dicky bow. Didn't you? I thought you could do a dicky bow.
No, I said all my dicky bows are clip-ons. I've never tried a dicky bow.
I remember seeing that video of you though with a dicky on your face.
A dicky on my face.
Dicky around your neck.
Don't start them rumours.
I know. Something that all dads should know: kids are grasses.
True that.
If you do something wrong, if you're in car and you swear or shout at somebody, guaranteed they're off home telling the mum.
Yeah, that's true. I get stitched up all the time.
Yeah, big time. Oh, do you know what Dad did today? You know what Dad did? That's yeah, that's all I hear. Yeah, so kids, they will grass you up.
Nice. So the other one is how to start a fire.
We didn't start the fire. How to start a fire?
I don't know. I think that's an important life skill. Get caught out in the wilderness.
We should just take a lighter.
Yeah, but
you're not bashing rocks together. It's not 1922.
No. Even with a lighter, do you know how it is to get like a barbecue going or something like that? There's a bit of a skill to it.
Yeah,
you can't just chuck paraffin on it.
Yeah, you can. If that don't work for a moron.
That's my tactic when I can't get it going.
Yeah.
But I think there's a skill to that sort of getting.
There's a skill to managing a fire. If you're out in the wilderness, I mean, I don't know how often we're out in the wilderness, but if you're ever out there,
yeah, you can't let it go wild. You got like stones around it. You got to
Yeah.
protect it. Look after the wilderness. Yeah.
Give it one of them.
Once again, great for radio.
I was blowing.
On what?
I was cupping my hand into the mic.
Nice.
Despite whatever mugs or trophies you have got, you are definitely not the best dad in the world.
True that.
There's always somebody that's winning, that's doing it better.
Dad? What justifies being the best dad?
Have you seen that video? I mean, this is terrible again, but have you seen that video where there's that kid that's in the net and his dad just pushes him off and he saves the ball? Top dad.
Yeah, that's a good dad, yeah. I wonder what actually puts like a pedestal up.
I mean, there must be a top dad championship somewhere, mustn't there?
So then I want to know what they're doing in that.
I mean, we can all get dad points, but actually, to actually win the coveted cup, World Dad Competition. Yeah, there's a competition.
What are the ranking rules? Because I tell you what, should we go toe to toe?
We could do this. This could be a new video.
The first one's be a caring person, then I'm out.
Yeah. World's Greatest Dad list of challenges. So the laundry. Dads compete to see who can complete a load of laundry and finish a 10k. Not only will your speed come into play while running the race, but your skills getting out tough stains. Whoever has the best combined score, fastest time in the 10k, along with the cleanest laundry, wins.
I can do a bit of laundry.
I'm not using the D word, so it's nappy change. I hate that word. No one said it to me tonight. Uber dads have not only drive their kids to their practice and dance classes, but have 10 things that they need to pick up or drop at various locations. I think we'll be all right at that.
Yeah. This is very chauvinist.
Homework help. It's not chauvinist, it's the dad competition.
Yeah, no, but that's saying like dads can't do this. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, the last stage of the competition in this event, you have successfully teach your teenager to drive and parallel park, as well as educate them on finances.
Well, can't women do that though as well?
I mean, how are these? I think that's in the world's best mum contest. There's always somebody out there doing a better job. That doesn't mean we're doing a bad job. It's just somebody out there that's just winning a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Put the mugs down, peeps.
Another thing Dad should know, no matter how many times standing on Lego doesn't get any easier.
Ouch. Yeah, done. I mean, that should be a torture thing, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I think there is something like that, isn't there? I'd rather stand on hot coals than a piece of Lego. Do you know it's like, do you know there's Lego on the floor? It's on like multiple pieces. It's not as bad as the one stray piece.
Yeah.
That's just randomly there.
It's worse than like kicking a table leg, innit?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it seems to get you right in the West.
What was worse, standing on Lego or having your vasectomy?
Stand on Lego.
No.
No.
Margot, time as an adult passes 46 times quicker than any other time in the world. Fact. Proven fact.
Fact.
Hawkins did the research himself.
Fact.
Hawkins.
Do you reckon there is something why time seems to go quicker as you get older?
I have no idea, but it goes quicker until you want it not to go quick.
Yeah.
Like if you sat waiting for something and it's like, why don't time just fly a lot faster? Yeah, it does. There's not just, I don't know where the hours in the day go. There ain't enough hours in the day.
No.
It feels like that.
Yeah. Because my next said, like, I keep saying I'm going to say advice, but all dads should know is the previous decade was the better decade.
Yeah. That's fact.
That is fact. So enjoy right now, because the next decade, as much as you think I'm more comfortable in life, the previous one was much better.
Yeah. Big time. Absolutely. Any more?
No, I'm good.
My final one is top tips that all dads should know is there is no better feeling in this world than when you're in the car and a tune comes on and all the car absolutely jam it out. Air guitars, drums, stereos up, and you're just all smashing it, and then the song finishes and just wind it back down. Top. No better feeling.
Yeah, do you know our song, if that is at the moment? Do you know Young Blood? Funeral.
Chirpy.
Everyone in car goes absolutely nuts for it. Even to the point where like the kids goes something like on STD or something like that. He's like, "Wah!"
We do the sausage rolls one.
What's that?
Lad Baby. Me and Andy have even filmed ourselves on dash cam doing it. Good times. I've got a top tip that I'm just going to finish with.
Okay.
This is a top tip that I would give for any dad, especially of girls.
What? Okay.
Learn how to do hair.
Oh, do you know what? I skipped one. Mine was a boy's. Look, I can show you. It's on my notes. Look, I just made this up. Look, how to plait hair.
If you're a dad,
how to plait hair.
If you're a dad that can do hair, you're winning.
Yeah,
big time. You're winning. And if you ever go to like a kid's party and mum's not there and you have to do that hair, you don't want to be that parent that takes your kid there with hair all over.
Yeah. So I can do straight back bobble. I'm alright with that. I can also do, which is the normal plait.
Yeah.
I can't do the one that fastens to your head. Is it Dutch or
French plait?
One of them is fastens to head, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I can't do that. It's too complicated. My more fingers above. But I love it when I do a plait and go, I've done well there.
I once did Ellie's hair for school, and it was like a French day, and she had like, I think we did 2 plaits, and they had ribbons in and everything, and I was like, this is awesome. This.
Yeah.
I walked to school like,
I did this.
Billy Big
Every time someone goes, oh, Ellie, hair looks nice. I did it.
Yes.
Just so you know, I did it.
Can I get everybody's attention, please? I did that.
By the way, I wish I had long hair. Like, do you know, like, I had plaiting hair and everything. Everywhere I go.
Oh,
so quite therapeutic about plaiting hair.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, I couldn't sit and start plaiting string and stuff. That's not my entertainment. I'm not bothered about that. But like, do you know when you plait like hair up and it looks quite nice, it's quite neat. It's like,
Do you ever like sit behind somebody in cinema with long hair and just start plaiting their hair?
No.
No, me neither.
No, because I don't sit by a big, massive bald guy. You can't see what I'm looking at.
No, that's a mirror. Dun, dun, dun. I've got a question for you. This week's question that we don't know the answer to, or do we know the answer to? You definitely.
Is it my question?
No, it's my question. You always say this every week, and I say it's my question. You go, it's my question. Out of the two of us, who knows whose question it is? Bear in mind, you rang me early and said, what are we doing today?
Alright, don't get living behind the curtain. I forgot. And then I looked at my nose and thought, I've got nothing written down on my nose. What's going on here?
Bus under it. There you go.
I'm going to say, if I turned up with nothing, you'd have been even more mad. At least I had the thing to say. I can't remember what I'm doing.
I know you're good to go.
Right, go on.
It's my question.
It's not though.
Shut up, you dickhead. My question is, I think it might be your question, but I've got it anyway. I've got it planned.
It's my question.
It's my question. I've got it
because
here.
you asked about the alphabet last week. Who invented the alphabet?
Yeah, but I've got my question here now.
Must be a double question this week.
Why do they make cars that go well over the speed limit?
You know what? That is so true. How fucking stupid.
It's cars that are going 250 mile an hour.
Yeah.
It's the point.
Yeah.
I don't get. You can do track days, but
We'll buy a car for that, and it's not road legal.
Exactly.
I completely agree with this. Like, you can buy a car that'll go from like 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds. Why? Do you know what I mean?
What's such a rush for?
Well, you can knock someone over if you're not careful going that fast. No, I completely agree. Why do you need cars that go so fast?
What's the point?
Yeah.
You can go 70 mile an hour is the maximum you can drive.
No, see, I think maximum should be 80 a car can go.
You should think that, but it is not.
Because if we all went the same speed, we'd all cause like traffic jams. Because that Jeremy Clarkson did that thing, didn't he, where he said about, do you know, we all slow down for 50, don't we? But because we're slowing down at stupid rates, we're not going a continuous thing. It causes more congestion. So what he meant to do is actually, as you're coming in,
Yeah, that's how
down.
that's how smart motorways work.
Slow down, but then you're meant to have the ability to slightly overtake and speed. That's how flow should work.
Yeah, but it's the
If
amount
we all
of
go the same speed, it causes problems.
the amount of traffic though that's congestion now is that you're never going to get past that, regardless of what you do. And people are fools.
Yeah.
People just don't get it.
Right, so my question, so we have a double question this week, it sort of relates to this a little bit.
Double.
Why?
Double ender.
Why, when I get we slow down for roadworks, get it, not got a problem. People at work need to be safe and stuff. If no roadworks going on, I'm not saying go back to full tilt speed limit, but let's at least go back to 60, 70. We're not morons. Do you know what I mean?
Are we?
No, yeah. No, but it's funny because, like, and there was another one, we had a motorway near us and it had no central reservation, so they slowed us right down to like 30 mile an hour, some stupid, because it's 2 lanes of traffic. Dual carriageways don't have a central reservation. It was like, hang on, what's going on here? Why is this any different to a road that I don't need any barrier, but now we're like on some sort of motorway.
I'm going to start driving all over the
exactly.
side of the road
like,
now.
what is going on? I get it. While people are at work, slow down 10 mile an hour for all I care, as long as you can stop people from getting hurt. But if there's nobody around, nothing's happening, it's no different that I'm able to drive 70 miles around like a country road, never mind a straight road. Do you know what I mean? It just don't make sense, does it? Do you know what I mean?
Get it?
Tight hairpins, I'm flying around at stupid knots, cars coming and cutting corners and stuff, but a straight road, just because there's roadworks, we have to go slow all the time. Now, once again, I want to reinforce, while people are at work and working on the road, then let's slow right down, because them cones aren't stopping me from
Disclaimer.
mounting everything.
Disclaimer, you've saved lives by that. I agree, I just think it's boggling. What the problem is that we don't know enough about it. There must be regulation on why. Because I always think, roadworks are 6 miles down the road. Why is it coned off from here? Why is it slowed down?
Because people won't slow down fast enough.
Exactly.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Because people are morons.
But once again, if people are working, 10 miles slow them down 30 miles an hour. For the safety of people, not a problem. Because my biggest pet peeve is when I'm driving through at 30 miles an hour, I'm looking, I'm on my own, there's nobody around, I'm thinking, what is going on here? Ooh.
Do you want to just reiterate one more time?
It's only when people are working on the area. Only when people are working.
Good. Keep repeating it. I was thinking, I don't know what that noise was. Right, I've had enough of you. I'm going to see you next Thursday.
That was a quick one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've had enough.
All right. Bye. See you later.
See you next Thursday. Keep smiling.
Stay safe, mate.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_, or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you have provided us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.